Welcome to C-Suite Sherpas, where we shine a spotlight on business experts and resources that you should know. I'm your host, Ron Partridge, and I'm excited to have Eric Adams, who's the founder and president of Grand River Welding Institute. Eric, welcome.
Thank you. Howdy.
So, Grand River is an innovative learning center for career-minded specialists who really want to further their welding and fitting careers in the food, fuel, and power industry specifically. And Eric's going to jump into that.
Well, thanks for having me. And you're right on it. We train students on who want to focus on welding and fitting skills for the food, fuel, and power industries. So we really focus on the critical welding procedures, structural and pipe welding, but we really try to focus on stainless welding, when it comes to ethanol plants, food production, stuff like that. A lot of these facilities are now upgrading from carbon to stainless. We train for combination welding is what we call it. It's the more and more people we have in those plants, the more food they need, the more fuel they want, so that's where it really comes to food, fuel, and powers. Those are three things that people don't want to live without these days.
Yeah. So are you getting students from all over the country?
Yes, sir. I think right now I have a student in here. The farthest away right now would be Arizona. I've got two guys here from Colorado, a couple from Texas, and then a lot of the local, I wouldn't say I have local students, but then Missouri wide, Iowa, Nebraska, Kansas, they kind of come in from all over.
So then how do your students, when they get done training, or what do they do? Typically go to one of the companies in these industries, or do they start their own businesses?
So they're here for a total of about 6 months. So we're cramming 3 years of training. What it would take them to learn in 3 years in the field, we're cramming it into them in 6 months. Usually, if they pass all of our tests and their attendance is good, we have a 90% attendance ratio here, 90% or higher. Once they get to that last week of the program, that 23rd week that they're here, they usually already know where they're going to work. We give them packages for phone numbers. They can call the companies up if they want, or I have companies calling me all the time saying, "Hey, Eric, I need 10 welders tomorrow. Can you send them my way?" And we point them in that direction. We give them the option to go where they want to go. Right now, it's virtually anywhere in the country. It could be a nuclear power plant in California, or it could be the union side for the Boilermakers Local 83 in Kansas City. They can pretty much almost take their pick on where they want to go.
Wow, that's great. So, with the welding business, I mean, what skills do you teach them? I know welding for sure, but are there other things they have to learn, like safety or other things that are really critical?
We definitely run them through the safety. We follow OSHA 10, OSHA regulations here, safety protocol, which is the same thing that they would do on a job site. When it comes to structural welding, structural stick welding, and the pipe side too, stick welding on pipe, they use 60-10, 70-18 electrodes. And then we teach them on the TIG side of it. TIG, which is tungsten inert gas. It's sparkless, but it has a backing gas with it. That's becoming a pretty critical procedure for pipe these days when it comes to piping. And then, of course, your basic pipe fitting skills. We teach them how to cut the plate and pipe. We teach them how to prep the plate and pipe, get ready for the weld, and teach them how to run bevels and stuff like that. So everything from scratch is what we're teaching them to do here. So they should be able to take a new piece of pipe, cut it in half, bevel it out, prep it, get it ready for the weld, tack it together, and fit it all up to where they can actually make the critical weld or make the procedure weld that they need that we train them on here at the school. So
Wow,
it's all from scratch.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. So are there any pre-qualifications that the students need to have before they come to your school?
Be 17 years old. We bring some of the seniors graduate early. So we try to make sure that they're at least 17 years old and with parental consent to come to the program. We even help guys that didn't finish high school get their GED just to help them out. But technically, the less they know about welding, the better it is for us, because then we don't have any bad habits to break.
Uh,
So a person coming in here mindless of any clue or fit, by the time they leave here in 6 months, they're going to know what to do.
do you ever get companies who have people on staff that they send to you to say, hey, we need you to teach these guys how to weld specific in these areas?
All the time.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's that company guy that says, hey, I've been working for this company for 25 years. I know how to do everything but weld, and that company might say, hey, if you really want to do this and you want a better pay and we want you to be a CWI or something like that, we're going to teach you how to weld. So we're going to pay for you to go to Grand River Welding Institute to learn how to weld. And then you're going to come back and work for us. That's some deals that employers work out with their employees. So
Yeah.
yeah, I get that quite a bit. So
What's
it's
the biggest challenge your industry faces, and how are you tackling it for these students?
the the biggest challenge is just getting people to show up and want to go to work every single day. Of course, we understand things happen, family death or an accident, got to go home and take care of the kids, some things like that. But the youth, it seems like, is getting pretty detrimental,
Mm.
teaching them, hey, you're not going to make any money unless you show up to go to work. And that's what we really try to push here too, is to show up here every day, because what you put in here, that's what you're going to get out there, as long as you keep putting it in. And really, that's the biggest struggle. But over a 6 month transformation period, by the time we get done with them, they're actually ready to go on the road and go to work and make money. So the transformation part is the hard part. It's just that the hard part for them is the transformation of what it's going to take, to go out in this industry and do these types of jobs where you're working 7 days a week, 12 hours a day. That's how we make the money that welders and fitters make,
Right.
is we're going out and working a lot of hours. Everybody goes to work and makes money. I'm happy, they're happy, companies are happy, and they're getting a product.
So it
The
seems like
product,
you're not just building good, great welders. It's great employees that work hard and show up.
exactly.
Good work.
I built this whole program based off of that. It's to the point where I was asking my superintendents and stuff when I was on the jobs, hey, what's one thing I need to change? People don't want to go to work anymore, it seems like. And well, we do, but this industry is tough because they do need people out there 24/7 all the time. And that's
Yeah.
why we make the money we do.
Yeah.
So
So how do you see this field evolving over the next 5 to 10 years?
every as far as evolving goes, the workforce is never going to slow down. The biggest problem I think we're going to have as far as evolving goes is not getting enough people to fill these jobs that are opening up from guys like, between the ages of 65 and 75 who are ready to be done working and retire. The hard part is filling that gap.
Mm.
And so nothing's changing in the way we're training these and what they're going to be doing. As far as robotics goes, everything updates, stuff like that. But as far as the workforce goes, it's never going to change. Right now, I just looked it up yesterday. Just in the US right now, our shortage for just welders and abrasers in the US right now is 360,000.
Wow.
Okay. And it's expected to go to 420,000 before 2027. So that's what, 2 years. It's going to grow. The demand's going to grow that much. So no school, you can combine all of us schools together, and we would never fill the gap.
Yeah, that's crazy. Crazy to think. Man, there's some opportunities for these young kids out there right now for with that. Yeah.
But skilled trades, a lot of people are going to skilled trades. Go to college, go to college. That was pounding in my head all through school. I didn't go to college. I went and been a welder, and most people that I knew that went to college, hell, I made $100,000 more, my first year out of high school,
Yeah.
because all I did was go and learn how to weld, than what they made in their 4 years of college that they were doing.
Yeah.
So everybody really pushed college, and I went the other way and I did trades, and I see the difference. The need for it nowadays is more than people realize it
Yeah.
really is.
And the
So,
benefit is you didn't have college loans to pay back.
nope. And I built a school, no college education. So
That's
it just
awesome.
goes to tell you that, if you learn a trade and you learn it all, it's gonna take you places. You just gotta stick with it.
That's great.
So,
All right, let's shake it up a little bit. We want to give our viewers a chance to kind of get to know you a little bit more personally, not too personally, by the way. So I'll ask you some simple questions. Just shoot me your answer and let's see where this thing goes. You ready to go?
I'm ready.
All right, coffee or tea?
Coffee.
All right, cats or dogs?
Dogs.
Favorite quote or phrase that you think about often?
Oh, the best revenge is massive success. Frank Sinatra.
There you go. Perfect. Favorite movie or streaming series?
Oh, I'm addicted to Landman right now as far as the series goes.
Nice.
It's my line of work. So
Yeah,
Landman Paramount is definitely Billy Bob Thornton. You're the man.
there you go. I've seen clips from that actually.
It's really good. That's when you're in the field, when you're a field guy like that, it
Yeah.
does hit some points of it hit pretty good. So, yep.
All right, last one. One bucket list item that you've already accomplished and one bucket list item that you have not yet accomplished.
Bucket list. So that I've accomplished. You know, doing something like this is my I live I walk in my dream every day.
Yeah,
I've always knew I was going to do something good that was going to help people, and it's the school and my kids are my they're this is my life. This is where I'm at as far as what I want to do. I'm a hunter and a fisherman, so I kind of have this goal of winning that big bass tournament or going on that safari in Africa or something like that. I've always wanted to do that. But I do tournaments, but I'm a small time guy. So I'm not in big leagues like the others. So,
yeah. Oh, that's cool.
but I'm pretty simple.
That's what I love about it. I'm from the Midwest too. We're kind of simple people, you know?
Yep. Love it.
So the most important question, if any of our viewers would like to get a hold of you and collaborate with you, how would they do that?
You can go to our website and go to grandriverweldinginstitute.com. You can call me on the phone. I'll answer it, or Veronica in here.
What's your
Six
number?
258-9353 is our phone number. Hit me up on Facebook, TikTok, whatever they need to do. So,
That's beautiful. All right. Eric, it was great to have you on. Really interesting. And thank you.
yeah, no problem. I appreciate it.
I
So,
hope
which is
so.
good. I have faith in people. So,
All
the
right.
world's not that bad yet.
Not yet. All right. Thank you.
All right. Appreciate it.